Hello chemistry fans, and welcome back to Chemistry 1032 problem solving session here at the Academic Success Center on Broward College North Campus. I am your host, Dr. Russell Betts, and I will be guiding you through this problem today. So without any further ado, let's jump right in. Problem 5. You dilute 32.4 milliliters of a 4.0 molar solution of NaOH to a final volume of 4 liters. What is the molarity of the resulting solution? Okay, let's take a highlighter again. Let's just highlight some important numbers. This is important, this is important, and this is important. This is a dilution question. Now dilution, if you look at the formula sheet or your notes, C1V1 equals C2V2. Okay, so let's write down what we have. We have the initial volume, V1. V1 equals 32.4 milliliters. We have the initial concentration, C1 equals 4.0 molar. Okay? We also know V2. V2 equals 4.0 liters. And we want to know C2. And that'll be in molarity. Okay, that's a pretty standard question. Pretty easy question, but now this one's made a little bit more complicated. Notice our volume units are different. We have milliliters and we have liters. That complicates the question only slightly. We have to convert either milliliters to liters or liters to milliliters. It doesn't really matter which one you do, as long as you do it correctly, first of all, and as long as you get the units to be the same. They have to be the same. So we have to convert either this one to liters or this one to milliliters, and I would just rather convert that to milliliters. I just think it's easier, and that's just how I think. Milliliters on top, liters on the bottom. There are 1,000 milliliters in a liter equals, that'll be 4,000, right? Milliliters, but I have to be careful, significant figures. 4.0 times 10 to the 3 milliliters. Okay, I had to do that scientific notation in order to get my significant figures. Okay, there's two significant figures here. That number only has one, so I had to put it into scientific to get two. I hope that wasn't too mind-numbing for you. If it was, contact the tutor right away. Just contact the tutor and don't worry about it. Just find out how to do that and why I did it. But don't let that sit, because that's a very important point. All right. C1V1 equals C2V2. We want to know C2, so let's put a little square around it. That is the variable we need to isolate to get by itself so we can figure out what it is. So in order to do that, we divide both sides by V2. And that will become C2 equals C1V1 over V2. This is why the units had to be the same for volume, because the units will have to cancel here in order to give us concentration units. So that's why we had to get the units the same. Either both liters or both milliliters, it doesn't matter, but they have to be the same. C2 then will equal C1, which is 4.0 milliliters, V1, which is 32.4 milliliters, all divided by V2, which is now 4.0 times 10 to the 3 milliliters. There we go. That's why we had to get the same unit. Right there. The units for volume must cancel in this equation. If it doesn't, then we can't do the question. Or we can't do the question that way. We're doing it incorrectly. We'll have to rethink our strategy. All right, so let's take the calculator, turn it on. 4 multiplied by 32.4, all divided by 4,000. And that's, let me do this equation again. It always helps to punch it in the calculator. If you're a little bit nervous, punch it in the calculator twice. That may have been right. I just felt a little nervous about the answer for some reason. So let's just do it again. There we go. It's got the same answer twice, so it must be right. So the new concentration is 0.03 224 molar. Okay? And that is our new concentration. Now, I like to check these questions for logic. We went from 32 milliliters at 4 molar and we went to 4 liters. So we increased the volume dramatically. So the molarity should drop, should definitely be lower than 4, much, much lower than 4. And this number is much, much lower than 4. So the units work and our number is much smaller than what we started with. So I'm very confident this number is correct. All right? Now I hope that this question was pretty straightforward for you. I hope that you were able to get through it without any problems. If not, I hope the video was helpful. If the video was helpful, I've done my job and I'm very happy. If not, don't hesitate to contact your professor for extra office hour help, or raise your hand, find a tutor, go grab a tutor, and get this question straightened out. They're not difficult. You just have to practice them a little bit to get good at them. Now with that, I wish you good luck and good chemistry.